Friends, it's that time of the year. Samsung just announced their new line of folding phones. Right now, I'm in London live for this year's Unpacked event. Let's talk about every single folding phone Samsung is releasing this year. We get a total of 3 foldies this year. Biggest news of all is the new passport-sized form factor, which is now officially the Samsung Z Fold 8. We also have the new Samsung Z Flip 8, which, take note, comes in pink this year, like actual real pink. Then we get a new Fold, and this gets the Ultra label. Technically, this is a successor to the previous Samsung Z Folds in terms of size and screen ratio, and this is now called the Samsung Z Fold 8 Ultra. In this video, we'll take a look at each of these new foldable phones. And if you're curious about the new folding form factor Samsung's just announced, I will have a dedicated video on the new Samsung Z Fold 8. I'll link it up here and down in the description box below. Now let's move on and start with my favorites, the flip phones. This is the Samsung Z Flip 8. It is, according to Samsung, the thinnest and lightest Z Flip yet. Here it is side by side with my Samsung Z Flip 7. And although you can't really see the difference between these two phones, the Z Flip 8 is now only 6.1 millimeters thin. Despite being thin, these are not flimsy phones. The frame is advanced armor aluminum, you have that high strength hinge, and according to Samsung, more refined proportions. Before we continue though, we deserve to flip these phones. Now, as you can see, we have an actual pink flip phone this year, which honestly, I am so happy about. I absolutely want this phone. And aside from the pink, you also get a cream, a graphite, and an online special edition mint. This year, I think the most exciting update to the Z Flip family is how they redesigned the flex window. Basically, on your little cover screen, you now have a dedicated home screen.
So essentially, because what we've done is that the beauty about using the Galaxy Z Flip 8 is that you don't have to open your phone as much. So you've got that incredible cover screen on there, and what you'll see is that you've got all of these apps available. This is the custom setup, so if you wanted to, what you'll see as we scroll down is that you've now got messages, you've got Netflix, you've got YouTube. Maps for me, such a game changer because I don't have to open my phone. Honestly, it's like having a compact mirror that tells me everything that I want to do. But with regards to it, you can add more apps in there. So there is the capability of going up to 45 different apps. And then what it will do is you can select those on there. So we've now got 50. Instagram's on there, we can put our health monitor on there, Spotify maybe, and our settings. And then what we can do, select done, and you'll see that that's set up in there. So again, you can curate that to however you'd want to. And if you don't want to have it like this, you can then create your own. You can create your own cover screen. So you can select it. You can go across, and if you want to make your own, you can then select the different aspects that you would like to include.
On top of that, they upgraded Now Brief, which will work on that cover screen. You get recommended actions, you get insights, and you can now create and edit cards depending on your needs and add them to your home screen. Even when the phone is closed with a cover screen, you can now do more. For example, you can order food or hail a cab without ever needing to open your phone. I love that they did this because the whole selling point of a flip phone is that cover screen, which means that the more functionality you get from that cover screen without opening your phone, well, it just makes it a better flip phone overall. This thing is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. It features 50 megapixel flagship cameras, and we now get that horizontal lock feature that we saw on the S26 Ultra on this flip phone.
To launch the camera, there's a couple of different ways. My favorite way is to quick launch. So we double click the power button here, and it just keeps opening on my face. But what we can do is we can rotate like this, and when I go to video, and I can put it into the handheld camera mode. One thing I want you to look here is that across on this side, we can select a number of different things. So if we want to use super steady with horizontal lock, we can now select that. But let's also say that we want to do it so you can see what's on my camera. I can change that so it's on that side. What I'll do is I'll show you super steady with horizontal lock. You can see me rotating all the way around. Now, when we review the content, I mean, you saw me rotate it.
Yeah.
This has not rotated at all. Yeah.
This next phone is pretty exciting because it's the first we've seen Samsung announce a folding phone with this ratio. This This is the Samsung Z Fold 8, and yes, it is sized like a passport. And you can see just how unique this ratio is. Here it is side by side with a fold, with a flip. And for fun, here it is side by side with the Samsung Edge. Honestly, when rumors of this came out, I was quite concerned about how apps would look on this phone. But Samsung actually claims that this content native form factor, meaning when you use that 7.6-inch screen on landscape, the 4:3 ratio will work for horizontal videos. If you use it this way on portrait, that's a 3:4 ratio. And that cover screen, that's a 10:16 ratio, which should fit with most apps that we use. Now, this thing is sleek, and according to Samsung, this is the lightest fold yet. It features double 50-megapixel shooters, and it drives a 4,800 milliamp hour battery, bigger than the battery of the last fold. More on this phone on my dedicated video. I'll link it up here and down below. Let's move on to the Ultra. This is the Samsung Z Fold 8 Ultra. It's a little weird saying that now because we knew this phone to be the Fold and now it's the Fold Ultra. But basically how they're tiering these new foldable phones, this is the phone that's designed for the power user. Let's fold and unfold. So this phone is still very sleek. In fact, Samsung claims this is their slimmest fold ever at 4.1 millimeters. Here it is side by side with the previous Fold 7. But what I really like is that they improved the mechanism for opening and closing this phone. When they released the redesigned Samsung Z Fold 7 last year, it was definitely thinner than the previous Fold designs. And I loved how sleek it became, but because of how sleek it was pretty hard to unfold. It was almost like they made it too thin that it was like cumbersome to open. This time around though, Samsung has improved the open-close mechanism, and I think, yeah, despite being such a sleek phone, this is easier to fold and unfold than the 7. Camera hardware-wise, that is a 200-megapixel main shooter, an improved 50-megapixel wide. Last year's wide camera was just 12 megapixels, and then that's a third 10-megapixel camera. I'm definitely excited to test out these cameras. So this is, after all, Samsung's 8th generation fold. That means year in, year out, Samsung has been improving their foldable screen tech. This year, this phone is fitted with their Flex titanium technology. All that really means is that this display is supposed to be stronger, more durable, and it's supposed to have a more uniform flat surface because there is actually a titanium plate under that screen that's supposed to even out the whole area. The Now Nudge features, which gives you suggestions on what you can do depending on what's on screen, applies to split view mode, which is a multitasker's dream, and you also get these suggestions in more places now, like for example, you get them on your keyboard, on the side of your screen unfolded, or even in notifications. You also get a cool new feature, which is Gemini Notebook, which is basically a way to make sure you store all of your information in one place. You can even add in multiple sources into one notebook and then ask Gemini to pull out information based on that notebook you just created. Or you can even ask Gemini to create a podcast based on that notebook that you just created from multiple specific sources. I feel like this is gonna be very, very useful. The Samsung Z Fold 8 Ultra is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy chip, and now it reps a bigger 5,000 milliamp hour battery. At Samsung Unpacked, Samsung also announced 2 new wearables. We have the new Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 9. Let me know if you want a dedicated video on those wearables. Right, that's it for today's video. That was just our first look at the new Samsung foldable phones that they announced here in London at Unpacked. Let me know what you guys think. If you're curious about the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8, I have a dedicated video on that. I will also have videos on all the other phones and test them out, do a vlog test. Let me know what your questions are. Comment down below. That's it for today. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's Isa_Does_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Till next time.